Right then, let's talk about Erik Erikson, shall we? A fascinating chap, this psychologist. He gave us a new way of looking at human development. It wasn't just about growing up physically, you see. Erikson saw it as a lifelong journey, a journey with 8 distinct stages. Each stage presents us with a challenge, a conflict to resolve. How we navigate these challenges, according to Erikson, shapes who we become. It influences our personality, our relationships, our entire outlook on life. Rather brilliant, wouldn't you say? Now, these stages aren't set in stone, mind you. There's no magical switch that flips when you turn, say, 25. It's a fluid process, ever evolving. But understanding these stages can be awfully insightful. It's like having a map to the human psyche, wouldn't you agree? And that's precisely what we'll be exploring. Buckle up, dear reader, as we delve into the fascinating world of Erikson's psychosocial development theory. First things first, the foundation. From the moment we're born, we're faced with a fundamental question. Can we trust the world around us? This, my friends, is the crux of Erikson's first stage, aptly named Trust versus Mistrust. Imagine, if you will, a helpless infant, entirely dependent on caregivers for their every need. If those needs are met consistently with love and care, the infant learns to trust. They develop a sense of security, a belief that the world is a safe and predictable place. However, if those needs are neglected, if the infant experiences inconsistency or even hostility, mistrust takes root. This can lead to anxiety, fear, and a general sense of apprehension towards the world. Not ideal, is it? Now, this stage has a lasting impact. It influences how we approach relationships throughout our lives. Those who develop a strong sense of trust tend to be more open, more secure in their attachments. Those who don't, well, they might struggle with intimacy, finding it difficult to let others in. Onwards and upwards to stage 2, where our tiny humans are developing rather quickly. They're finding their feet, literally. This stage, my dears, is all about autonomy versus shame and doubt. Picture a toddler bursting with energy and a newfound sense of independence. They want to do everything themselves, from choosing their clothes to feeding themselves, however messy it might get. This is their way of asserting their autonomy, their sense of self. Encouraging this independence is crucial, you see. It allows the child to develop a sense of self-efficacy, the belief that they are capable and competent. However, if we stifle their attempts at autonomy, if we criticize or shame their efforts, doubt creeps in. Constant criticism can lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy, hindering their development. It's about finding that delicate balance, encouraging independence while providing a safe and supportive environment. After all, we want our little ones to soar, don't we? Stage 3. Our little explorers are now venturing out into the world, brimming with curiosity and a thirst for adventure. This, my friends, is initiative versus guilt. Imagine a child eager to participate, to initiate games and activities. They're asking questions, testing boundaries, essentially learning how to take the lead. This initiative is crucial for developing a sense of purpose and leadership. However, if their attempts at initiative are met with constant criticism or punishment, guilt emerges. Don't do that. You're being naughty. These phrases, while well-intentioned, can dampen their enthusiasm and instill a sense of guilt. The key here is to encourage their curiosity, to provide opportunities for exploration while setting healthy boundaries. It's about fostering their sense of purpose without making them feel guilty for their natural inquisitiveness. Remember, a little bit of mischief can be a good thing, wouldn't you say? Section 5, Industry versus Inferiority, Finding Your Place, onto Stage 4, where our young charges are stepping into the world of school and social comparison. This, my dears, is the stage of industry versus inferiority. Imagine a child diligently working on a project, eager to learn new skills and demonstrate their abilities. They thrive on praise and recognition, which fuels their sense of industry, their belief in their competence. However, if they consistently struggle or face negative comparisons with their peers, feelings of inferiority can surface. I'm not good enough. Everyone else is better than me. These thoughts can chip away at their self-esteem. This is where encouragement and positive reinforcement are vital. Celebrating their achievements, no matter how small, can bolster their confidence and foster a sense of competence. Remember, every child is unique, with their own strengths and talents waiting to be discovered. Section 6. Identity versus role confusion, the search for self. Adolescence. A time of great change, self-discovery, and often a healthy dose of existential angst. This, my friends, is the stage of identity versus role confusion. Imagine a teenager grappling with questions of identity. Who am I? What do I believe in? What do I want to do with my life? They experiment with different roles, different personas, trying to find their place in the world. This exploration is crucial for developing a strong sense of self. However, if they're unable to navigate this stage successfully, role confusion sets in. They might feel lost, uncertain of their values, their beliefs, their purpose in life. Support and guidance are paramount during this tumultuous time. Providing a safe space for them to explore their identity, to experiment without judgment, can make all the difference. Remember, finding oneself is a journey, not a destination. Section 7. Intimacy versus isolation, connecting with others. Onwards to adulthood, where the need for connection takes center stage. This, my dears, is the stage of intimacy versus isolation. Imagine a young adult ready to form deep, meaningful relationships. They crave intimacy, both emotional and physical, seeking connection, love, and belonging. Successful navigation of this stage leads to healthy, fulfilling relationships built on trust, vulnerability, and commitment. However, if they struggle with intimacy, if they fear rejection or vulnerability, isolation can set in. This isolation can manifest as loneliness, a sense of detachment, and a difficulty forming lasting bonds. Encouraging open communication, fostering empathy, and promoting healthy relationship models can make a world of difference. After all, we humans are social creatures, are we not? Section 8. Generativity versus stagnation, making a mark. Moving on to mid-adulthood, where the desire to leave a legacy emerges. This, my friends, is the stage of generativity versus stagnation. Imagine an individual driven by a sense of purpose beyond themselves. They want to make a difference, to contribute to the world, whether through raising a family, pursuing a fulfilling career, or engaging in meaningful work. This generativity, this desire to nurture and contribute, brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose. However, if they fail to find an outlet for this desire, stagnation can set in. They might feel stuck, unfulfilled, and uncertain of their place in the grand scheme of things. Encouraging engagement, promoting opportunities for growth and contribution can help individuals navigate this stage successfully. Remember, it's never too late to make a difference, to leave your mark on the world. Section 9. Integrity versus despair, reflecting on life's journey. And finally, we reach the last stage, a time for reflection and acceptance. This, my dears, is integrity versus despair. Imagine an individual looking back on their life, taking stock of their experiences, their accomplishments, their regrets. If they can look back with a sense of satisfaction, of having lived a life true to themselves, they achieve ego integrity. This integrity brings a sense of peace, acceptance, and a readiness to face the final curtain. However, if they're filled with regrets, if they dwell on missed opportunities, and what could have been, despair takes hold. This despair can manifest as bitterness, resentment, and a fear of death. Providing support, encouraging reminiscing, and fostering a sense of closure can help individuals find peace and acceptance in this final stage. Remember, life is a journey, and every chapter, every experience, contributes to the richness of the story. Section 10. Erikson in Action, a Healthcare Perspective. Now, you might be thinking, Professor, this is all terribly fascinating, but what does it have to do with healthcare? My astute student, Erikson's theory has profound implications for healthcare professionals. Understanding these stages allows healthcare providers to better understand their patients' needs and concerns. A child in the autonomy versus shame and doubt stage, for instance, might benefit from choices during treatment, while an adolescent grappling with identity versus role confusion might need support in understanding their illness in the context of their developing self. By recognizing the challenges inherent in each stage, healthcare professionals can provide tailored support, encouragement, and education. They can empower patients to actively participate in their care, fostering a sense of agency and control. Erikson's theory reminds us that healthcare is about more than just treating physical ailments. It's about caring for the whole person, recognizing their emotional, social, and psychological needs throughout their lifespan. And that, my friends, is a rather wonderful thing, wouldn't you agree?